Okay. First of all, I just want to say thank you, God. And I'm talking about the actual God, not this trash and loserness, this government contracting to do this foulness to us. They love to call themselves gods, which I have no objection for that. They should call themselves God as much as they have to. Especially the way this trash look like. I mean, not even what they look like, but the patheticness of it all is amazing. So I will never stop this loserness of human beings partaking this program, stopping from calling themselves gods, because we know what happens to people who call themselves gods, especially if this current circumstance they're in is it's just not godly already. But what I want to say is just I want to say thank you, God, because my circumstances are bad. They tell me I'm rotting, my organs are failing, and yes, I know that is true. I can feel my health slowly just wasting away. I can see my body just losing all body fat muscle. I'm all skeleton now. But I'd rather die in this way, live this way, than live this low life way this trash live, like trash. Clowns that use the same typical tactics to try to gaslight me and put doubt. Not too long ago, there was like this typical things they do. It's gonna be like that all the time. It's to insert doubt. And so at this point, I'm validated in so many levels that what they do to us is systematic. They are capable of altering the mind, and they alter the mind in this pedophilia-centric way. Their job is to make me have doubt about that at this level of awareness. And so anything can be utilized. Let me just start from the beginning. I'm what you call a target individual, a TI, which means that I am now altered. I am now manipulated. I am now no longer me. Why? It's because the government is using this weapon system, this technology onto us human subjects, which are, well, that's what we are, target individual. We are human subjects. It's not a war. They are just doing things to continuously develop this weapon system, this technology, which is being applied as a weapon onto us. They contract this ecosystem of this low-lifeness, this trash, to implement these tactics. They are just the bottom feeders. They are nothings. They love this. It's intoxicating. They enjoy being able to control human beings or participate in the control of human beings. It makes them feel empowered. They involve in technology that is extremely sophisticated, and they understand that they gain so much out of it. They are nothings, truly nothing. I deal with some of the most childish perps to executive, and they're all opportunists one way or another. Of course, the childish ones they create like a full, like fucking fantasized reality, and they're clowns. But it's very, very dangerous, because if one of them have stuck with that bubble of false reality and go in front of me in this fashion, or as somebody else who could actually be aggressive, they could die. I'm not a killer, and I already find an anger that is just scary to me. It's like a scary anger, and I'm saying target individual, stay strong, pray, do whatever you need to do to maintain composure. But they will leave this bubble of false reality and really try to live up these things they put together. Is a method acting that they want to method act till the end. And then one target individual is going to lose it, and many have, and kill one of this trash in this deluded bubble they've created. And sometimes I find myself saying, God, give me the strength to calm myself down, because I know this trash want to recreate reality in this way. And they don't understand the concept that just because you're acting this way, just because you have created this false reality and you think you can act this way, it doesn't work with me. It just agitates me. I see you for the low life involved in a program that is destroying the life of men, women, and children, which many have died. I'm not giving you the fantasy that you put together for you to enjoy this program and live this deluded reality. And so they try to gaslight you in every fashion possible. And for me, like I said, very childish, top tier retards. Systematic tactics, which your brain, with me, what's happening is I'm dealing with the V2K, the synthetic telepathy. So that means my brain is just rewired. So I'm being rewired. And thought process become as illogical as these retards that could make that bad mistake. And so, for example, the one thing they love, because you heard me say that many times, gaslighting tactics of putting doubt into what is actually happening is as basic as it gets sometimes. For example, you know that your phone, your whole environment is hacked, and people can come in, do things. You know, my phone is so hacked. Especially, I don't know, but I got some new phone, but the old one was so hacked, it was just beyond hacked. Oh gosh, they will freeze up my phone whenever they want. They will do this. Like it's basically, the phone is completely, so they have access to the phone. They can do whatever they want to the phone, and so you are on high alert. Anything that happens, like, is that them doing that? Right? Bringing a little bit of paranoia, but it's actually understandable paranoia. You know your things, all your devices are hacked. Now what they're doing, you're not sure. So when you see something that's abnormal on your phone, you start thinking, is that them doing it? Are they doing it to mess with me? Because they can mess with you in very subtle ways. With me, hasn't been the most popular thing they do. They don't do that they rarely do that, actually. Very rarely. Everyone wants to do the things. When they do it, it's just, when they do it, they just make it obvious. Like, they freeze up my phone at one time period. Like, they do things that just like, but it's not often. That's rare. But with that being said, they let me know that they can access my phone and do whatever they want to my phone. So what happens is you get that high alert. And so, for example, I was watching this show, and the subtitle became English. Spanish. And I'm like, oh, they're just messing with me. Because I'm in a neighborhood, I'm in an area where it's a lot of Spanish speakers. So I'm like, they're just doing that to mess with me. And I'm like, either way, I don't care. I'm going to change the subtitle to English. I'm aware of my phone. Like, it doesn't faze me. And I look back and I see the English subtitles are not available yet. And they're like, oh, you see, did we do that? You thought it was us, huh? Those people who hacked your phone, who've shown how they can hack your phone in so many ways. And so now they try to make you feel doubtful on the things that there's no doubt about. The way they manipulate my brain, the fact that they're involved in a program that talks to men, women, and children. They try to reconstruct. You thought that we did something with the subtitle, huh? That's proof. You see, we did it. And then try to now make me feel doubtful on the things that that I don't have a doubt about. Yes, trash. These bottom fears are disgusting trash involved in a program that torture men, women, and children, manipulate the brain in these disgusting pedophilia ways, and try to break you down with these disgusting ways. They're foolish. They're disgusting trash that deserve to die. As facilitated as the evil is, it doesn't change the fact that this trash deserves to die. Now it's not for me to do with that. And they try to be like, nah, you're gonna be burned. At this point, I can jump in fire. There's this childlike man that's talking. I'm scared to see him in person. Because if he act that way, he's been acting remotely. And do that in front of me, I'm scared of how I'm going to react, because I'll crash out. But I know he's a coward, so he knows better. I'm getting to the point which scares me most. I'm not even feeling like I'm a homicidal, but I think that I could harm myself in a statement-wise level. Just to let them know I'd rather get cut in pieces, whatever torture I can do that to myself for you to start living your life and wait for something to happen to you. It's becoming this fanatical level of just never letting this trash leave their fantasy. It's bad. I'm already dying. So now why not go in making a statement, understanding that trash like you see what I'm capable of doing to myself just for you to never live your fantasy, because I know something's coming to you. this cowardness of doing evil. Then use this retards to try to negate reality and paint this fantasized reality like they're avenging. Trash. So many people have suffered in this program and are still suffering today. Many have died already. Inclusive of men, women, and children. They want to recreate stories like, no, this is our money, this and this. And then the entities running this program, the true entities behind it's not these retards around you that distort the reality of what this is about. This trash around you are nothings. You know, I hear this trash tell me how yesterday I ratted you. It's like, how did you do it? How did you rat me again? With your personal sophisticated technology from the Department of Defense? Trash ass. You ratted me because you are involved in a program led by governmental entities like the Department of Defense, which are filled with pedophiles, you fucking retard. And you're nasty trash. And I don't hate you for what you're doing to me because you're nothing. This trash can be replaced tomorrow. Tomorrow somebody else can write. The children can partake in this. What does it say? Like, what does it say? What kind of implementer do they need? It means anybody can do this. Now, what you should be really conscious of for target individual is to understand who's destroying you. It's not these next door neighbors that, yes, they are just employed. They can be replaced in a millisecond. There's children partaking in this. You understand that it doesn't take geniuses to do what they do. Far from any braverness. You just need to be a retard. A trashy, low life. And some of them love this and flourish in that. That's why when I see this guy, because I know he's flourishing in that, it's going to be a trouble. It's going to be a problem. I'm not going to let them live the fantasy. The things that's happened to me, to my body, slowly. I understand. Somebody remotely is doing that to me. But how is he able to do that? Or she is able to do that? It's because they are involved in a program that does these things to men, women, and children. And that person is irrelevant. It's the program that's relevant in this. That's what's killing me. And these entities, by the way, are filled with pedophiles, which is magical. I love when they say, oh, it's not fair, because what they do with the brain, they're making me have this nasty alteration of my brain where they make me have this reaction toward children, and they're like, oh, that's you. This technology has been capable of doing that for years. They do these tactics systematically. And then they gaslight you on anything because you're paranoid and you are highly conscious that your whole devices are manipulated or everything. So you always are highlighted. Are they doing this to my computer? Are they doing this to my phone? Are they doing this to mess with me on my phone? Because they do that. Or did they start doing this? Because I know they have access to my phone and everything else. Was that what they're doing? Understanding truly that they are involved. And so when it's not them doing that, or it's just like you just being a high alert, just thinking, is that them? It's like, oh, you see, he thought it was us. We're not manipulating you. Clown ass. And then they try to show, like, try to gaslight you in person. It's like, what? Do you think I have doubts? The only doubt I have is what you're doing to my phone. It's what you're doing to my device. It's what you do. That's the only doubt. To what you're doing to my computers, I don't know that. But what I don't have doubt is what you're doing to me. In regard of like altering me. I am being altered beyond levels. My body destroyed. I have no doubt that you're making me so unhealthy and rotting or destroy my organs and destroy my body, my health. And I have no doubt that you're involved in a program that tortures men, women, and children. And you're involved in that same program that does that. No doubt. And you coward low-life shit that anybody can do. This cowardly. This program, anybody can partake in this. This trash should be humiliated that, every time the fact that I know the entities, which I have no doubt, the entities behind this are the Department of Defense. And I have no doubt that the Department of Defense has been having issue with pedophilia. You know why I don't have no doubts? Because a bill called End National Defense Network Abuse Act was introduced in 2019 because so much child porn was being downloaded. You think this subtitle, me questioning, is that you guys, is going to make me feel doubtful of this? Okay. I'm just saying this perps got to be careful. They live in this retarded life of bubble that they think they can recreate reality. But we're talking about the life and death of even children. Children have died in this program and are dying. Women are being tortured and dying in this program. So if you think this retardation is going to block that out, I swear to God, it's my purpose for this loserness of nothingness to never leave this fantasy. Never. However it comes, I will not allow them to escape and create this bubble of retardation and recreate reality where there's this Avengers and this and that and this is fate and this is it's fate. You're right. It's fate because your trashy ass was supposed to make me accepting of this manipulation. Now this fate that these entities that contract you trashy low life bottom feeder cowardness of a human being. Our entity filled pedophiles and this bill was introduced today, the year when my brain was being manipulated in this fashion. Finding out the top tier pedophiles in this country are the same entities contracting this trash to alter us and to implement these manipulations. And now you have this task to gaslight me while I know this and tell me it's not fair. It's so fair because I know what the fuck you are. Talking video, stay strong. I'm sorry for the wrong language, but this is just understanding that these people want to do this evilness, partake in this evilness. So let me just say that. This everyday season, want to participate in this, but want to recreate this reality and use basic gaslighting tactics to try to create doubt that it's not going to happen. Stay strong, Target Vigil.